not here, not on this island.
Okay.
But that's there is hot water there, but you have to go 900 feet down into the equator.
Ah.
So that's why we were saying that's the volcano, and it's active. The volcano is active.
When was the last time you had any?
About 400 years ago.
Okay.
Come on down here. Now, St. Kitts, Lyamiga, the fertile island, has been inhabited since 2500 BC. Now, that's before Christ. These petroglyphs are testimony to the people who live here, the Caribs, their chief Tegomen who welcomed the first European settlers in 1623. Now, if you're following up the tour, you realize now they welcomed them in 1623, but 3 years after. Bloody welcome them, then they killed them 3 years after. And they killed them to own the land. So maybe the mistake they made was to... Now this represents the pregnant female of the Caribbean, the baby. These rocks are volcanic rocks. Also right here was the first contact with the Europeans. You see this tree here, this is our national flower. We call it the flamboyant. In French, we say ponciano. The brown stuff, which is something like this, one of it, this, we call it shak-shak. You can take it to church and you can play music.
Yeah. Got some like tambourine.
Right, shak-shak, see them right up there?
So those are the seeds inside that we hear?
Yeah, those are the seeds. You know that? You can pass it around. You know that? Come on, guys. Somebody guess, man.
It's some type of fruit.
Right. We call a name. Apple. Okay, good. Now,
Lime?
No.
no. Okay, we're gonna know now. At least you try it, and that's important. All right. It's the tree.
Right.
Now we call this the Noni.
Oh, Noni. Noni. Boom.
Noni. Now these foods have a lot of health benefits.
Yes.
You heard about it, right?
Yes.
A lot of health benefits to this. Now this is the tree.
Okay.
Every part of the tree.
Noni. Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we bought some juice.
I'm glad you bought the juice. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. Now, as I said, every part of the tree are
Or
used for
used,
a
yeah.
certain sickness, whatever sickness of. Especially prostate cancer,
Okay.
your infection, high blood pressure,
Okay.
diabetes, the Noni. All right.
Okay.
Now coming down, my friend here was complaining to me. His elbow always hurting. From today, that pain gone. What we're gonna do? The Noni leaf. We're gonna put it on the fire. So we're gonna put this side on the fire, this side on the fire.
Okay.
Afterwards, we're gonna see it like sweating. We're not gonna apply it to his hand because it's gonna blister him, right?
Right.
We let it cool. With all that sweating, what you're seeing, it's not water. It's the ingredients from the leaf. So my friend gonna stretch his hand out, and we're gonna wrap that around here. Now it doesn't matter where. It could be your head, your shoulder, your side, wherever the pain is. You put on the Noni leaf on the fire and apply it to the body, wherever. In 20 minutes, that pain disappears.
Wow.
Now the Noni, when it's ripe, it stink, real stink, almost like a dead kitten.
Okay. Okay.
But guess what? It smells bad, it tastes bad. But guess what?
Healthy.
The health benefits.
Number one, benefits. You understand?
I understand.
So what they have now selling is some like Noni juice, right? As my friend have.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, you need to go back for your money because you didn't have the Noni. You had more ingredients. If I have to give you some natural Noni, you wouldn't want to take it. So they add so many ingredients around that Noni.
To make it taste good.
Right, to make it taste good and stay down. You understand?
Yeah.
But if you could get the Noni like that,
Yeah.
you blend that Noni. Sometimes it don't go down. Trust me, from the time it don't go down. You got to be strong to get down that Noni. But guess what? Because of what condition we are going through, you want to get it. So you try everything. From the time you take it, you put some honey in your mouth immediately or something.
Yeah.
Because on the taste bud have the real taste. But it gone down. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is the Noni right here. So when you see the Noni and you see that plant, we just don't just watch it. It's great. As you guys, because you guys have a little idea about the Noni. Yeah, so this is the Noni. So anytime you see the Noni and you get a ripe one, you get one home and blend it, strain it, take teaspoonful
Yeah.
for about 1 week, once a day, 1 week, you start to clean whatever the problem
Is that right?
Yes. Man,
Let me pick one for you and then what you do with my child.
what you don't know won't hurt you. The mama baby, she got her chicks.
Okay.
Finish it.
Got it. This is a clean.
It is clean. It really is.
Same kids.
All right, you're gonna follow.
Want to get some smoothies? I'm right up here. I got all type of smoothies. I know if you try it, you're going to love no doubt about it, you know?
So what I said just now, it's an old sugar plantation we're going to visit, what used to be operated by the slaves in the early days. All right?
All right.
This is the aqueduct what used to bring down the water.
Oh, okay.
There was a bell in the middle. There's a slave there and one in the forest. When the slave ring the bell, he released the water. When he ring the bell, shut off.
Okay.
Because up there can't know what's going on down here.
Okay.
So that was the signal.
Okay.
See, take a very good look at it. Okay? Now, let's go. If you want to stand here and peep to see what I'm talking about, then come inside here. That's the opposite. You can stand and peep.
You see?
Oh, okay. So the water would come down from there, down through here, through the aqueduct. Here's the other side. That's where the water would be.
So what we're looking at here, guys, these are the bowls where they used to boil the sugar juice in.
Wow.
Remember I told you we're slaves. You know, slavery was all manual. No machinery. All manual. All manual for me today. Come on, guys, come. You're gonna do something for us. Come on. Come on. Could you give us a small hike on that chick, please? Oh, don't owe me. Don't owe me. Could I get a small hike?
Spikes on it. Yeah, you know, you see them spikes?
Okay, guys, wait. Wait, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Now this tree, we call it the sandbox. Like the beach, the sand, and a box.
Okay.
But the sandbox,
Well, yeah. I don't understand.
something more about the sandbox. Now this the tree. What? We call it the punishment tree. They will tie the slave against that tree for 24 hours.
Oh, no.
Oh.
24 hours.
No.
The slave will get tied against this tree, the sandbox tree. This was the punishment tree. Also, the tree, it be something they call, it's a pod. And with that pod have some pieces, what they make their earring, the nose ring. Right. So this is the sandbox tree, this was the punishment tree. Sorry.
No, you good, you
This
good.
was the punishment tree.
That's all.
You can put your hand against it, but don't push your hand.
Oh, I ain't gonna do that.
So, you know, by tying the slaves on that, right, you know what that means. You just have to take the legs because they go back.
Yeah.
So the slave will stay here. And listen this, and this comes into the 16th, 17th century. That's how they get the power. You hear the bearing?
Uh-huh.
And that bearing comes since the 16th, 17th century.
Wow.
some bearing in vehicle not sounding so good like that.
Mm-hmm.
So slave will, that's how he generate the power.
Kept doing it, kept doing
You have to keep doing it to generate the power. And you know, you have his valve here. Not long ago. So we still, so this is how the slaves used to make their rum. And my friend, you know about storing rum in the barrel? Oh yeah. That's the real rum.
Oh, look at that lot.
So anybody might drink?
Oh, the Soursop.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. No,
I
you
got
know it.
excited.
I'm glad you know it.
Yeah.
When you know it, you make my job easier. Now,
Yeah.
that's the soursop, right?
Okay.
And you guys know what the soursop.
Yeah.
It's also
Good for
health.
everything, yes.
Yeah, it's also good health food. You understand? Right now we are selling the soursop ice cream, so you can get ice cream from the soursop. Right? Ice cream. Now, the soursop, the tree, the leaves was used to sterilize the slaves. After working hard, you might go and have a beer. You might have a bath and go sleep. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
They make their tea, refreshing them, ready, get back their strength. They re-energize
From the South.
from the soursop tree. They make their, it sterilize the body. Now, on the soursop tree, that's your friend, all right?
Uh-huh.
You have baby. That's the baby daddy.
That's my baby.
Okay, all right. That's your baby daddy, right?
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you know, your baby daddy.
Okay, because that is my baby.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's your baby. So you have a baby, and that's the daddy.
Okay.
But that's your good friend. That's your good friend, all right?
Okay.
Now, your friend called you 4 o'clock this afternoon and said, listen, you don't hear about this show in Texas starting 8 o'clock tonight? We're going, darling. You understand? When he come from work, you say, honey, I'm going Texas with Angela at 8 o'clock. Could you look after the baby for me, please? You understand?
Yes.
His face gonna change. His face gonna change for many ways. Last notice,
Uh-huh. Tired.
it's a baby.
Uh-huh.
Spend more time with your baby.
Yeah, yeah,
But we want a happy family.
yeah.
So now this lady don't have a problem. All she got to do is get the small soursop leaf. At 7 o'clock, she give the baby some tea. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, the baby's still sleeping.
Mm.
That's when they used to boil the sugar juice. Turn the sugar juice
okay.
into sugar.
The
Remember when we
bowls,
was
the
up by
bowls.
the bowls?
Yeah,
These-
bowls.
remember we was above the bowls.
Yeah.
But guess what happened, guys? In here, with the slaves, the heat. Remember the fire coming out
Yeah.
of here?
Yeah.
The heat. So 2 slaves will work in here, one pushing, one passing the woods. You understand me?
Yeah.
Let
Yes.
the fire burn. But remember, all that heat is pushing back on them. It's just a small area.
Right.
Now, if these guys disobey, what will happen to them?
They get whooped.
Against the tree. So in here was not only like the kitchen, this was a fire hole. With all
Ah.
that heat.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a lot. So we're going now on the plantation. And see here, this is one punishment tree.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's getting old. If you look to the side, you see that? You see that? But it's getting old.
Yes.
These were special copper. These were made to take heat. I want you to do something with one hand. Look at me. Do your hand like this. One hand. One hand. Let's go. Down. Feel. Feel. Hold it tight.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
and that's all the sun heat.
Yeah.
That sun heat. You feel it?
Yeah, I feel it. Darren, that gets hot.
Right. So when the fire hit it, it turns. All right, guys. Yeah, here.
Calabash.
You know
Yes.
what
See it?
So that's the calabash.
Okay.
The calabash is not a food, right? But it cannot be eaten. So what the slaves will do, they will cut it in two, clean it out, and put it to dry. So that's their bowl. The small one is their cup.
It shows you how they do.
You have a reservoir up there in the forest which collects the water. They filter it, they throw the chlorine for the bacteria.
Okay.
And then you see the pipe here on your right?
Yeah.
Big pipe distributed.
Yeah.
The other 25% is another natural spring in town. So when we see no water, we know what's going on. What's going on? From the spring, the reservoir, they drop. So what water they collecting is just refilling.
Okay.
When you see here running, they are full. They can't take no more.
Gotcha.
So all this will run and run to the ocean.
Okay.
But when you
Okay.
sit like this, we know where the water going.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Especially right over point.
they go on the side of the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that pipe still in use?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh wow.
that's what supply the island with the water. 75%
Okay.
out of 100%. 75. So you know if this pipe have to bust for a couple of days, the island will have some problem because 75. That's a lot. 75%. It's 3/4 of the island. You understand?
Yeah.
Over 400 years old. It's called a salmon. S-A-M-O-N. Salmon.
That sucker's humongous.
Right, lean the camera down. Lean it down.
I did.
Oh, you already
I got
did
that
that?
already, yeah.
It's called a salmon.
That is neat.
That is sort of like a majestic oak.
Uh-huh.
But they were defeated by the British. Now guys, you realize what happened. The slaves built the fort for the British on the French side. It didn't work out that way. So sad.
That's on the big old hill.
That is huge.
How did they get up there?
That's a good question.
So next time you come back to St. Kitts, what because you know sometimes you come to a place twice. Sometimes you happen accidental where the boat changes destination. When the cruise ships come here, they have to pay a head tax of 5. You see the gold crown on the house?
Yeah, we look between two windows.
Oh, okay.
You see the crown.
Oh.
Get you in that block. See? It's all good.
See?
Uh-huh.
See the crown on the gate? So that's the home of the governor.
very, very clean.
All over, right?
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed my time here in St. Kitts. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, just seeing little snippets of St. Kitts, various different things about the island, the jungle, the old plantation. It's very humbling seeing the different things that the slaves had to go through. But even though it was sad, it made me very appreciative. And with that, I plan to use my time wisely. And I hope you do too. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it. Gózalo.